Okay.
Hope you're.
We could be reacting to some Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach DLC screenshots through Dawko. So yeah.
What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today, and I just want to say a massive thank you. New area. So you just, take a deep breath and go through them. And this, of course, is the lobby. We know in Ruin, it's the same pizzaplex, right? So we're going to see places where we went before as Gregory in the original game. Ruined. That's literally it. There is a final one that you probably have already seen that we will talk about. It is a new area, but this is the OG lobby. And as you can see, it's a different view of the lobby because in the trailer, we do see this area specifically here. And as you can see, this is an opening where Cassie goes through to get into the pizzaplex. Some of the glass is shattered open, and you can see outside that there is scaffolding that Cassie must climb up to get into the
Okay, I know this is a bit random, but isn't it very weird and fucking convenient that, like, this is all covered up by, like, a billion newspapers in the future? Like, you'd think, like, they, like, board up the windows, but no, instead of, like, tape or something, but no, fucking newspapers. Like, don't you think that's weird?
Location, which is really cool. And as you can see, it's daytime. The sun is shining outside. You see some of the trees as well, some of the foliage outside. Cassie gets into the location during...
So I guess you have to wait until 6 PM.
the day. We saw that on the trailer as well, that it's daytime when Cassie comes through. It might be nice and sunny outside, guys, but you can see here, and the other screenshots will see, no sunlight is going to get through apart from this entrance, right? So it's going to be incredibly dark in the location, which is really cool, actually. It shows it's nice and sunny and friendly outside, but this location is deserted, rotting away. We did actually say this before in the trailer. The location is in a really bad state. So people have been talking about it, including me. Looking at the state of this location, to me, this looks like this takes place years after security breach. Like, look at the tiling on the floor. You'll see in the other screenshots how bad the location looks. Obviously, it's a fictional game, right? It doesn't have to make sense with how withered the location is. But if Ruin takes place years after the events of security breach, why is Gregory still the same age and still has the same voice, right? We've said this before.
It's probably because maybe there was literally just like maybe a 4-year, maybe there's a few options. Option 1, this doesn't take place like a bajillion years, but instead it only takes place 4 years after security breach, so that could be the case. I mean, it doesn't have to take place like years and years for this to all decay and shit. I mean, hell, it could just take place for like for 5 years, and then it will probably look like this.
Oh, but it would be a great twist if that isn't Gregory calling for help. It's Glitch Trap / the Mimic luring people in, asking for help when it's just a trap. You know, I think the twist is going to be that Glitch Trap's pretending to be Gregory, luring people in and killing them and trapping them in the location. But I don't know. That is just a theory, guys. But I'd like that. I think that would be really cool. Even if Gregory's still alive and this does take place a few months after and Gregory is trapped, I still think Glitch Trap's going to be involved. I mean, we saw him at the end of the trailer, so...
Okay, I can't doubt that.
Oh, you know, you can see the tiles are on here, actually. So it looks like the people constructing are removing all of the tiles for some reason, maybe salvaging as much stuff as they can to make a bit of money back, right? Maybe that's why it looks so bad, because the companies are trying to salvage anything for money, because they've just opened this pizzaplex and it's closed down already. They're trying to recover anything they can.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's closed down. I don't think it's closed down already. I mean, it hasn't really closed. See, that's weird. Dawko says Dawko says it's closed down already, and he's saying like how the Pizzaplex has only just existed for like a day or a week. But like, I'm pretty sure it's existed for more than a week, because like, you have the whole thing with Glamrock Bonnie when he was an animatronic. You have the whole thing where with Monty, and you have like the whole thing with like the logs and shit. You have the whole thing with the staff getting replaced. All of that doesn't happen in one day. Like, yeah. Daycare attendant, like, I'd have to imagine this would have happened for like at least 4 years, but I could be wrong.
For money or something. The next screenshot is of Glam Gifts. Glam Gifts is empty. There's no more toys around on the shelves or anything. There's a basketball here. Somebody didn't want the basketball. But all of the merchandise is gone. It's completely gone out of this area. When it closed down, I mean, there's graffiti everywhere, obviously. So people have came into the Pizzaplex after it's closed down. They probably stole some of the toys, some of the merchandise. If they made it out, of course. That's if they made it out. Or the companies just took all of the toys and stuff, just salvaged everything they can. Just think about it, guys. All of the YouTubers going into abandoned theme parks and abandoned houses. How many people have...
Oh, God. Oh, no. The worst thing is that actually could happen. You know, now that Dawko says it, the worst thing is that actually could be a possible thing that happens in the Five Nights at Freddy's, in the FNAF universe, because everyone is canon in FNAF. Like, Dawko's canon, Markiplier's canon. The FNAF games in the FNAF universe are canon, so you could basically play FNAF in FNAF. That is so bad.
Gone into the Pizzaplex, trying to record videos and vlogs and stuff, and got killed by the animatronics or something. If Steelwood did like a VHS for the Pizzaplex, where somebody went into the location after it closed and got killed by Monty or something, that would have been so cool to see. But yeah, you can see here one of...
Actually, yeah, if you think about it, actually, maybe like... Actually, no, being able to... Actually, no, that would actually be kind of cool to see videos of people like going around the Pizzaplex and just like, or just one guy going around the Pizzaplex and then just eventually getting killed. I don't know, I feel like that'd be really cool.
The help bot is dead, completely inactive. I don't see any sign of this help bot being alive. Just completely being abandoned. And look, guys, look how rusty it is. Like, how does that happen in a few months, man? It doesn't, does it? Like, this is weird. It's really weird how rusty and just life. You know what I mean? It's just so rusty. I do think that the help bots some of them will be active, I'm pretty sure. Maybe? I don't even know. Maybe none of them are going to be active anymore.
I really fucking hope not. I really fucking hope not. They're not activated.
Maybe some of them are actually aggressive, like red eyes or something. We're talking about it in the stream. Me and Astral really want the map bot to be back. And Astral said, like, you see map bot, like, still trying to give us some maps crawling on the floor. Okay, guys, the next screenshot. It's the water bird of Glamrock Chica. So, if you guys don't know what this is, it's one of those birds that, like, dip into the water and then go back down. But this is of Glamrock Chica, and this was in the trailer, and everybody was talking about it. It is there still. It is there. I love stuff like this, where, like, the location is completely ruined and collapsed, right? And destroyed, yet one small little object like this is still there in the same position. Hasn't been moved since the location has closed down and all the employees have left the building. And this is still there. I love stuff like that. You know, similar to like shipwrecks or abandoned buildings. Like, There's like a specific object that's still there that hasn't been moved and is still up straight and hasn't fell over or collapsed. Yeah, this is at the kitchen area, guys. You can see all of the moldy pizza. Like, oh my god, like all of the shelves, whatever that is on the floor of like rotten food.
Shit state.
Imagine the smell in here. Imagine the smell in the kitchens. Oh man. Glamrock Chica would love this area then. But for humans, I think it
I don't think she would, but alright.
smell pretty bad. Like all of the pipes as well hanging out of the ceilings and stuff, you know? I said this before as well. It's actually quite sad seeing the Pizzaplex in this state now, you know? The Pizzaplex was such a bright, colourful, happy place. From the normal customer seeing it anyway. Behind the scenes, maybe not so much, but, you know, to see it in this state, like, it's actually quite sad. Now, the next screenshot is outside of the daycare. We did see this in the trailer again, just the right side of it, but this is the Lucky Stars gift shop. And not only that, the endoskeletons are back. Again, we did see that in the trailer. But again, a different view of how many endoskeletons are going to be roaming around. Now, inactive at the moment, but I do think they are going to activate, obviously. Something's going to activate them. I think when we get into this area, they're all going to be inactive at first. Turn the power on or something, or we have to get an item to get to the next area. And as soon as we do that, the endoskeletons are going to activate. Back to the horror event of dealing with the endoskeletons once again. One of the scariest parts in Security Breach, and pretty difficult as well. I know.
And one of the most unoriginal parts, but anyway.
A lot of people, including me, for the endoskeleton part was really, really creepy and difficult. So yeah, you can see Lucky Star's gift shop has been
Nixon
shut down.
did it
The
first in the
shutters
co-op creation
have been closed,
experiment.
so you can't access it. But if you look closely, there is a switch here, which we did see in the trailer as well. Cassie's device, you can plug into this here, plug it in. It looks like it's going to be the door switch to open this up to get to progress through the level or something. Somebody also said it could be a save point, but I don't know. It could be a save point, but where it is, and you know how it's got like the wrench and stuff and the wires, this looks like it is used to open the doors and stuff, open doors. So yeah, it does look like we're going to have a section with the endoskeletons again. So I am looking forward to that. Kind of. The next one is the catwalks at Monty's Golf. Look how destroyed the catwalks are. Look at all the metal collapsing this much in a... I don't know, man. It's so weird. It's so weird it's so weird how this has happened. Like, I don't know, man. The only thing I can think of is how it's got this bad is because of the sinkhole in Roxy's Raceway. And that could be a reason why it looks so bad. Obviously, we still don't know what ending is canon. I do think it's either the Afton ending, which would explain this because there was an explosion underground and stuff. I am leaning more towards Princess Quest being the most canon because it was the only one with 3 stars out of all the endings. We did know about the sinkhole. There was notes that Roxanne Raceway was sinking down. That could be the reason why it looks so bad, because the Pizzaplex sunk down, causing all of this to happen, causing the whole location to look this bad. This looks insane and incredibly dangerous, by the way. All of the platforms have collapsed over here. Now this is actually where the boss fight took place against Monty, which is really cool. So we will be returning here. You can see the ride here as well, above the catwalk. A really cool detail that I did mention on the stream, the guns that were used to shoot the target in the Monty boss fight have still got where Monty destroyed them, which I thought was really cool, a nice little detail to show that this definitely takes place after the Gregory Monty boss fight. And here he is, guys. Here's Monty. We did see him in the trailer, of course, but here's another look at him, and he does have red eyes. His endo eyes are red. His outer shell is completely gone. No green shell or anything. And of course, he's still got no legs from what happened to him in this area, actually, of Monty getting sliced in half, basically. I really like the environment in here. This looks so creepy. I love all the...
I'm sorry, but I love how he's just chilling. Look at this fucking boy just chilling. Anyway. This Monty just chilling.
metal beams and the ceiling collapsing. like how dangerous this environment is, man, and how withered looking it is. I have noticed these toxic waste barrels as well around the location, which is very, very dangerous. But they are lurking around in some of the screenshots. The Pizzaplex closing down. Like, this would make most sense because of the sinkhole, I'm pretty sure. And the company are trying to, Fazbear Entertainment, or whoever's owning it now, are trying their very best to salvage as much as they can. The next screenshot is of Glamrock Chica in the bakery section. Eating trash by the looks of things. Now, we know it's the bakery section because of these lights here as well. This is the bakery section and the candy swirls. These are only seen in the Chica's bakery area. And we did say it's really cool that Steelwool are using areas that we didn't really look at much in the main Security Breach game. There were basically optional areas to get prizes and to collect bags. The salon area we had to do for Princess Quest. There was a Princess Quest minigame in there. But the bakery area, you didn't even have to go in if you didn't want to 100% the game to collect the prizes and stuff. It was a completely optional area. So it's nice to see that we're actually going to go through these areas for a reason now. So this is another debate that people are talking about here. It's of Glamrock Chica. I still think that this is moldy cheese and moldy pizza and moldy food. People were theorizing that this could be molten plastic, which is fine as well, of course, but where this food and stuff is, and directly seeing Glamrock Chica looking like she's eating more trash from this trash pile, I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah, but like, I think the thing is, she can't eat. Like, the whole point of broken Glamrock Chica, or well, withered Glamrock Chica, is the point that she can't eat because her beak was taken away. So, no beak, no eating. But then again, she could just be covered in cheese.
This is just moldy cheese. In the area where she would eat, in the stomach area where it would fall down, and the arms where she's grabbing the moldy food. It makes sense. To me, if it was molten plastic, all of this area and this shoulder area would melt as well. Not just the specific areas where the food would go, right? Glamrock Chica looks this bad, and after the aftermath of Gregory squishing her, she's still eating trash. After all this time, she's still
attempting to, because she doesn't have a mouth.
Going around eating all the trash in the areas, recycling basically. I think that's a cool detail, and I hope it is moldy food and stuff, to show that she's still eating trash after all this time. I do sympathise with the animatronics a little bit though as well, that the whole place is abandoned, but they're still active, and they're still doing what they normally do. Chica's still eating trash. Months later, years later, we don't know. Okay, guys, the next screenshot is of Monty's Golf. You can see some of the courses have been lifted up from the floor. So again, it looks like the company are trying to salvage as much as they can, or do something about it. Very interesting that Monty was underneath this ramp. I don't know if it's just a coincidence that he's there, or Monty actually does hide. Or it might be a mechanic where Monty does hide under ramps and hides in hidden areas when we're going through Monty's Golf or something.
That would be actually quite scary.
It does look like here that Monty is crawling out of the ramp to get to us. Monty isn't that dangerous anymore. Remember, because Monty had his sunglasses on before, right? We couldn't use our flash mechanics or the phaser blast on him, but as soon as the boss fight, he's lost his glasses, so he became really weak and quite slow as well. It'll be interesting to see if Monty's been buffed for the Ruin DLC. I'm pretty sure he will be, and maybe like I said, he's got a new mechanic where we're going around Monty's Golf and he jumps out of holes and crevices and chases after us. Another very specific thing that we need to mention is the arcade cabinet. The arcade machine is still on and is still active. So are we going to get some new mini games during the Ruin DLC? We'll have to wait and see, man. This is going to be really creepy to explore around, knowing that Monty's going to be around here as well. The environment looks more compact, right? So we can't, you know, this area's been blocked off by a container. It looks like the only way we can go through is up the ramp, you know, up here. I do feel like the areas are going to be more compact because areas have been destroyed and things have fell onto the floor and we can't get through. This is the last...
And also just because, like, this is a DLC and, like, you wouldn't expect, like, so much to be packed into a DLC. So therefore, it's going to be compact. So that way, they don't have to, like, redo the whole game, redo everything, essentially. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is the DLC is going to be a bit more linear than the main game.
Screenshot of the Monty's Ride repair.
Which is fine.
And the reason why I left this one till last is because it's a new area. And I thought that was exciting. Originally, we thought that the Ruin DLC is just going to be areas that we've already explored as Gregory, but withered and run down and rotten. This is going to be a new area where they repair the ride, Monty's Ride. We don't see the exact angle, but the hatch is open underneath the ride, where all of the gears and mechanics are going to be where they repair the ride, basically. It is a new area. Monty is not here at the moment, but I do think he's going to be lurking around this area. In the trailer, we do actually ride the Monty Ride in the trailer and jump down onto the catwalk. This is going to be part of the story where we're at the catwalk, but we can't get to the other side until we repair this Monty Ride. When we repair it, we get onto it, and we can get to the other side of the catwalk, basically, because you saw from the last screenshot, the catwalk is completely destroyed, and the only way you could get to the other side is with the ride. So that makes sense to me. I do think this is going to be a little quest where we have to go through to repair it or turn it back on or something to get to the other side of the catwalk. We might be going through even more new areas. This might be just one of 3 new areas that we're going to go through or something. And there you go, guys. Those were all of the new screenshots for...
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's all the screenshots. Got really anything to say about that. It's all of the new shots for Security Breach. Go check out Dawko. As you can see right here. Yeah, go check out Dawko. The video is called the new Fnaf Security Breach DLC screenshots. Go check him out. If you haven't, subscribe to him. He's pretty cool. And yeah. Actually, I want to see if no, it's just more news on the Hello Neighbor game, I guess. What's it called? But the PS5 showcase? I don't know about the PS5. Anyway, that's all for now. Next time when we discuss this, hopefully it will be about FNAF Help Wanted 2, or potentially